We're going to be looking at 5.3, which here we're going to add and subtract polynomials. Now, when you add and subtract polynomials, remember a polynomial is just any type of expression like this where you have it separated into different terms, where you have different exponents based on a certain variable. A lot of times it's x, so polynomial here would be negative 2x to the fourth plus 5x squared minus x plus 8. But now we want to subtract a whole nother polynomial, namely this whole piece, negative 2x cubed plus 3x minus 4. So for adding and subtracting, this process is actually relatively simple. All you're going to be looking to do is add or subtract like terms. So if I'm looking at this first one, we're adding 3 different polynomials. I might start with the highest exponent and just start from there, so I recognize my highest exponent is a cubed. So in my head I think, okay, I got 5x cubed. I don't have any x cubes in the second term, but over here I got plus a negative x cubed. So that's going to be 4x cubed. Now we'll jump to squareds. I have a 2x squared plus a 3x squared plus a 4x squared. So 2 plus 3 plus 4, last time I checked, is 9, so I got plus 9x squared. Now I'll do my x's. I have a negative x plus a negative 4x plus a negative 8x. So that's like a negative x minus 4x minus 8x, which is negative 13x. Why does that negative look so bad? So minus 13x. And then finally, I'll take my constant term. I have 7 plus 7, and that's it. So plus 14. So there I added and combined all of the like terms. If you want to pause the video and try these next two on your own, go right ahead. Otherwise, I'm just going to burn through them quickly. Negative 2x to the fourth minus nothing x to the fourth, so we'll keep it negative 2x to the fourth. We don't have any x cubes here, but we go minus negative 2x cubed, so be careful, that's like a plus 2x cubed because you're subtracting a negative. Then we have a 5x squared minus no x squared, so just plus 5x squared. Then we have a negative x minus 3x, that's minus 4x. And then a positive 8 minus negative 4, being careful again, that's just plus 12. And then finally for this last piece, we have x squared minus 4x squared, that's negative 3x squared. We don't have any x's here, so we just have minus 7x. And then we have negative 8 minus nothing, so minus 8. So adding, subtracting, it's really just being careful and cognizant of all of your negatives and being aware of what you're subtracting and how you can only subtract or add like terms. Multiplying, all the same rules are going to apply to when we just did quadratic pieces where we FOILed or maybe just distributed. So don't get too worked up about different variables, different letters, different simplifications. Just do what you can do. If we have 3 times x plus 4 plus 2y, just distribute that 3. So that would be 3x plus 12 plus 6y. Here you're going to distribute the 3x to every single piece. So we're going to be aware and remember all of our exponent rules. 3x times 2x squared is 6x to the third power, or 6x cubed, minus 15x squared plus 9x. Go down here. We can actually simplify inside first, so it might be helpful to do that. This is just 6x minus 3. So we can distribute here. That's 12x squared minus 6x. And then here we actually have a binomial times a trinomial. So there's a couple different ways of thinking about this. The one way that I like to do this is I don't necessarily FOIL because we have a 2-term piece times a 3-term piece, but what you can do is you can distribute your x to everything and then separately distribute your negative 2 to everything. So I'll show you what that looks like. You would have 5x plus 3x squared minus x cubed when we distribute x to everything. Then we'll distribute the negative 2. So negative 2 times 5 is minus 10. Negative 2 times 3x is minus 6x. Negative 2 times negative x squared, be careful, is plus 2x squared. Now you have a bunch of terms down here. I would recommend simplifying that. So I'm going to put it in standard form where we have negative x cubed first. Then I'll put my x squareds, so plus 5x squared. Then we'll do just our x's. 5x minus 6x is negative x, and then minus 10. So this would be the simplified version of that. If you have something like this, where you have three binomials being multiplied together, what I would recommend doing is just foiling maybe the first two or the last two, who cares, and then doing that distribution piece that we just did. So if we foil just this first two-piece first, we would have x squared minus 4x plus 3x minus 12. All of that is obviously being multiplied by x minus 5. We can simplify in the middle, so this is x squared minus x minus 12, all multiplied by x minus 5. And then we can distribute our x everywhere, distribute our negative 5 everywhere. So I'll distribute our x everywhere first, x cubed minus x squared minus 12x. Then we'll distribute the negative 5 everywhere, minus 5x squared plus 5x plus 60. Combine like terms where we can. X cubed minus 6x squared, negative 12x plus 5x is going to be minus 7x plus 60. So basically just take these piece by piece. If you have a three-term piece by a two-term piece, just distribute individually. And then for our last problem, we're actually going to do a three-term polynomial times another three-term polynomial. You guessed it, it's going to be the exact same process. So I'm going to distribute that x squared everywhere. I'm going to distribute the 3x everywhere. I'm going to distribute the negative 5 everywhere. We're essentially going to get a 9-termed piece, and then we will simplify everything that we can. So bringing the x squared in everywhere, that's 2x to the 4th, minus 10x to the 3rd, and then minus 2x, or excuse me, minus 1x. You can see how easy it is to make a mistake. So minus x squared. So I brought the x squared in everywhere. Now we'll bring the 3x in everywhere. So we would have plus 6x cubed minus 30x squared minus 3x. And then finally, negative 5, we'll bring that in everywhere. Negative 5 times 2x squared is minus 10x squared. Negative 5 times negative 10x is plus 50x. Negative 5 times negative 1 is plus 5. Now we have all these pieces. If we had them initially in standard form, it'll be pretty simple to simplify here. 2x to the 4th. For x cubes, we have a negative 10x cubed plus a 6x cubed, so that would be minus 4x cubed. For our x squareds, we have negative x squared minus 30x squared minus 10x squared, so that is negative 41x squared. For just our x's, it looks like we have negative 3x plus 50x, that's plus 47x, and then plus 5. And that wraps us up for this video. It's really just expanding all of our operations that we did with quadratics to higher termed polynomials. Just adding and subtracting, combine like terms. For multiplying, just multiply however you can, simplify when you finish.